I Didn't Know That, the show about things I didn't know, which it's going to be a long show.
We'll get through it.
Yes, okay. So I'm here with Kayla Alschmidt. She's the Red Shoed Realtor here in Detroit Lakes, and we're going to talk more about your real estate, but
sure.
I want to get to the heart of the things I didn't know, which is how would you get a home ready to sell? And I'm on a budget, and I am not a DIYer, and I don't have Chip and Joanna Gaines on speed dial. So
okay.
What would I do?
All right. First, this is what we're going to do. We are going to come into the home, meaning you, not me. You're going to come in, and even though you don't like to do things yourself, you're going to paint. Okay. At this home,
let's kind of
at this home, we're at 201 Summit Avenue in Detroit Lakes, and this is on the market. And this seller actually started with a clean canvas, painting everything white, just because when you come into a room, it looks bigger, it's brighter, and buyers appreciate that because they don't have the vision to say, oh, I can change this purple to white or pink or different colors. It's just visually inviting to come into something white. So first I'm going to paint.
Okay. I think I can do that, even though I'm not a DIYer.
Okay, after we paint, I want you to take everything down. Not everything, most everything. So less is best. So if you have a few items here or there, if you're second guessing yourself, take it down. Just because people don't like to see your treasures because sometimes it's trash. So you're gonna clean.
Sure, okay, I can handle that. All right, so living room, just furniture, a lamp, or?
Yep, that's okay. Furniture, lamp, and tables. With that too, I do hear a lot of times, let's clean after. No, you want to clean before your house is listed for sale, not after, simply because I get it, you could leave an allowance or have them do it, but it's first impressions are everything in a home. So have a professional come in, carpet clean your windows, clean your sinks, clean your toilets, beautiful shower curtains. Shower curtains are $25. Put a new shower curtain on that looks nice. Same with window treatments. The seller's done a nice job, as you can see. They're neutral, they're inviting. Instead of something, crazy with stripes or something bright of color, you want it just neutral, and they've done that here.
Super. How about in the kitchen? Now, what would I do in the kitchen?
Sure. So things to consider in a kitchen, what you can do is this kitchen is quite simple, which makes it nice for the next buyer. You could add hardware to brighten it up, to change the look. You could certainly paint cabinets if you didn't want, just a solid color, or if they've been painted once already, paint them again. Countertops, the same thing. These are nice and neutral, which are great. If they're not to your desire, put something new on them.
Okay, so how much, improvement does that do for selling? Is it a pretty high thing that it adds a lot of, I don't want to say value, but ways of selling, more apt to sell than not?
That's a great question. I can't tell you you're going to get $10,000 more for doing these few items before close or before listing. However, I can tell you what you do does help your home sell faster, just because of what we've known and seen in the business and what's happened.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, so back to your real estate. So what is the company? Even you're known for being the Red Shoed Realtor, but what is your company?
Sure. So I work with Keller Williams Realty Professionals, which is a national company. Keller Williams is. I work with Ryan Hansen, who's out of Fergus Falls, and I'm an expansion business partner with him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so I'm assuming, now I didn't know this, but I'm assuming that you don't just walk people through homes as a realtor. There's more to your job. So that's part of this program, is I want people to understand a little bit more about what people do. So tell us what all the things you were saying. You work quite a few hours. So
sure.
What do you do as a realtor?
My husband and I joke. He says, oh, you shut the lights off and drink coffee. That's what you do. No, honey, that's not what I do. So as an agent, what I do is, obviously we market homes. I show property to buyers and sell to buyers. I help list property. I give them advice. Negotiating is a huge piece. Once we get an offer, what does that look like? Helping my seller get the best offer, price, terms, what they're looking for in their offer. Same with the buyer, helping them as well. So we want a seamless closing. We don't want to see people homeless, not happy, getting them in, because that's not what I'm looking for.
Sure. And then you were saying the buyer too. So you can sell, or not sell, but you could help the buyer purchase a home even though it's maybe listed as in a different realty company.
Yeah, absolutely. So if my for sale sign's in the yard, I can show you that property, as well as having, you as a buyer go look at property. If it's not my sign in the yard, I can still show you that. So you can hire me to list your home, help you buy both, one or the other. Doesn't matter. I can do both.
Perfect. And then I see lots of real estate signs when I'm driving around town or anywhere. What makes you different as a realtor?
Sure. So I stand out a little bit simply because I do have red shoes hanging on my signs. My slogan, again, the Red Shoed Realtor. So you see the little red shoes and go, oh, shoes, why are those there? Is usually my question I get, and like, why is she doing that? Well, with that, I hang them so people know, oh, they're Kayla's shoes, Red Shoed Realtor, no place like your own home.
Now, is that a fan of The Wizard of Oz speaking? Or?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
So when I was a little girl, I was 3, I used to watch The Wizard of Oz like almost every day, and clearly I'm a person that can't sit still, so that was big for me. So over time, like Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, my mom's like, why don't you wear red shoes and sell real estate? No place like your own home. I'm like, let's do it. So that's what we did. I always wear red shoes while selling real estate like Dorothy. So
sure. And then you mentioned you're local and
yeah, so I'm local. I've been in the business going on this year will be 17 years.
Wow.
Born and raised here. My family's all here, so, and my husband as well. So being a local girl has been helpful as well. I've been a top producing agent for several years now in the Lakes area as well.
Awesome. So what is kind of how amount of homes have you sold in the last year?
Sure, 2020 was my best year. That was the year of COVID where it was scary for everyone, all masked up, and I did sell 100 properties that year. So
wow.
The last 2 years have been lesser, but still great years with real estate.
Awesome. Well, thanks for helping me in part of my quest of finding out things I didn't know. So
yeah.
I feel confident that I could get my home in good shape. You know, I didn't realize that we did need to paint the walls white, so that was something new. So that's great.
Yeah, clean it up.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show. I greatly appreciate it. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes, and thanks for watching I Didn't Know That.